On that night of August 24, 1572, Paris breathed an invisible anxiety. The streets paved with wet stones embraced the whispers of night, while the moon stood silently as a witness to a massacre that would forever be etched in France's memory. In the days before, it seemed that peace was finally coming. The marriage of the Catholic princess Marguerite de Valois to the Protestant leader Henry of Navarre was a fragile bridge between two opposing worlds, Catholics and Protestants Huguenots. Paris was bustling with guests arriving for the celebration, but behind the scenes in the royal palace, intrigues were being hatched, and fear of Protestant power was growing in the heart of Catherine de' Medici, the Queen Mother. When unknown assailants attempted to assassinate Gaspard di Coligny, the prominent Protestant leader, his life was saved, but he did not escape the eye of the storm brewing in the palace. On the eve of St. Bartholomew's Day, while the Huguenots slept soundly, the bloody order was issued by King Charles IX, at the instigation of his mother: kill everyone. At midnight, Paris was transformed into a hellscape. Bells rang out, not to pray, but to announce the beginning of the massacre. Swords were drawn, doors were smashed, and the screams of the victims pierced the night. Coligny was killed and his body dragged through the streets, while the king's soldiers and Catholic citizens picked off the Huguenots one by one. On the palace balconies, the young king stood, torn between horror and remorse, while his mother watched the scene with cold eyes. The massacre didn't stop in Paris. It spread to Orléans, Lyon, Bordeaux, and Toulouse, turning French cities into rivers of blood. In the end, between 10,000 and 30,000 people were killed, homes burned, families displaced, and France was more divided than ever. In Rome, Pope Gregory XIII celebrated, and commemorative medals were minted, while Protestant Europe was stunned, realizing that peace was only an illusion. But history does not forget. After decades of religious wars, Henry of Navarre would ascend the throne as Henry IV and proclaim the Edict of Nantes in 1598, granting Protestants the right to worship. Thus was St. Bartholomew's Eve a night that began with celebration and ended with eternal shame in the pages of French history.